Hey guys, my name is Peter Wang. I'm the project manager here at Lopez.com, and today I'm going to show you guys how to build a website. So first, to have a website, you need to have a domain name. So basically, there's a lot of services out there. Domain name usually costs anywhere from $3, $1 a year to anywhere from $50 or thousands of dollars a year. And the easiest way to get a domain is you can go on to Google Domain. Just Google Domain. You'll be able to find this right here. Let's say it's myfirstbusiness.com. And all the domain name providers usually give you a bunch of different options. If it's myfirstbusiness.com, is it available? Is it .net, .solutions? There's hundreds of different names behind your business name. So Google Domain is a pretty good option to go with, as it's Google. They have the best services out there. Second is there's some other domain providers that I personally like Namecheap.com. This is a pretty good one. Obviously, there's GoDaddy. So basically, what a domain name is just your this particular address that you'll see on your browser, and you can have. You can have different .us that some people buy 10, 15 different domain names just because they're cheap, and just because if some people tend to type the wrong URL, it still redirects to the main one, which is the .com. Hope that makes sense. So the domain name, you can think about it kind of like an address of your website, right? So when people hit your domain, it goes to your hosting, which is where your server is at, which I will go in a little deeper in a minute here. So let's say we get a domain already, you purchased it on Google Domain or Namecheap or whatever provider out there. The next thing is we start picking a framework to work with. So there's a couple very handy framework out there that gives you the full package, which means you don't have to worry about hosting, you don't have to worry about maintaining your server. It's basically like a all-in-one kind of package. And here I'm going to demonstrate two of them to show you how you can build a site from scratch. The first one, this is a Squarespace website. It's basically a custom tool that you can build your website yourself. This is something that I just created within 5 minutes. You can see you have the name, Lopez.com tutorial. You have a main slider, title, some pages out here. So a site like this, it literally takes, as a beginner, if you're a beginner, it takes you, maybe half an hour to an hour at most. So let me show you how to do it. First, let's go to Squarespace. This is a very good one because they do offer e-commerce service as well, and the price is very competitive. Here's another one, it's called Weebly. And obviously there's a lot of services out there that, some people prefer one over another, but it's mainly just whichever fits you the best. There's Wix out there as well, WordPress, Magento, which is a little more advanced. You have PrestaShop for e-commerce mainly, which I'll demonstrate WordPress in a bit to show you guys how to build a little more advanced website. So let's start with Squarespace first. First thing I'll click, get started. See, they give you a very straightforward, get a domain, create a website, build a store. So obviously we're going to create a site. I click choose a template. Okay. So here's my personal, based on personal experience. When you're picking a template, it doesn't matter about the content, right? Because we can always come back and change the photos, the text, and everything. The main thing that you want to look at for templates is the layout. So do you like the layout? What kind of layout would you like for your site? First, this depends on your business, right? So if you're selling, if you're doing an e-commerce website for your business, then you want to make sure your product is on the page. If you're doing a consulting or a marketing agency or a realtor, whatever the business is, pick something that can show demonstrate your business, what the services and the products that you offer right away. So I'm going to build a consulting business, for example. Then I want to pick something that is, very speak to my user right away, right? So I'll just scroll down, pick something out there. So let's say we pick this one, right? This one looks pretty good. All right. So I will start with this one, Bedford. Okay. And when it comes to picking a platform, I would definitely recommend you guys, try it out like one or two. And there's one very good temporary email service out there. It's called Gorilla Email. This is the one I use the most because sometimes, I want to try out different type of services like MailChimp. I want to create a demo account, try it out. And I don't want to keep getting those marketing emails, right? So I usually come to Gorilla Email. It's a disposable temporary email address. It's very handy. So I use that. Let's say Peter test. Okay. Set a password. All right. So in fact that, creating a website is, it's really not hard when when we have Squarespace, all these services out there that gives you basically like a drag and drop, type of website creation. So here, they want to, Squarespace wanted to know us more. I mean, I always skip them for now for the demonstration purpose. So let's keep going. Okay, my site title, my first business website. Okay. All right, there we go. So here, for most of these website platform out there, they usually put, they have a section where you can see the how the website looks like. And they also have another section like here, it shows the configurations that you could do for the site. So for Squarespace, it shows the pages, design, commerce, analytics, setting. Pages, basically means what are the sitemap, basically how your site is going to, the structure of the site. So you can see you have homepage, about page, and under about page, there's 4 subpages under it. And it's very easy because you can see the plus button. If you want to add pages, you can click this one or that one. It's pretty straightforward. So let's say the first thing I want to do is I want to change the background photo, right? So I'll go to setting. It says modify demo content. Most of the sites, they have a demo content, which is great because now I have something to work with, right? So for Squarespace, they just want to make sure you understand that this is demo. You'll have to create a new page. So go ahead, create one. So here. So this is the kind of like the setting pop-up where you can configure what the home page looks like, right? It has the page title, navigation title, page title. Page title is what shows up for that page on the top of navigation. I'll show you in a bit. Description, which means the main text on the home page. Sustainability starts with you. So when I go to setting, I can see that as well. Sustainability starts with you, right? It might be a little confusing in the beginning, but once you try it out for a couple hours, you should be able to get a pretty good a sense of how to customize it. So I'm just going to change something to first website, and I'm going to change to lopez.com tutorial. Okay, and that's it. Save it. Cool. So the text should be updated now. See, it's very easy, literally. And so some people might ask, like, okay, so how do I change this button? How do I change the feature of the button? So the thing I would do is the same thing. Go to setting. Go back here. You see the learn more. When you scroll over, it shows a. This is called a URL folder. So basically, you slash what we do. This is a subpage of the website. So it's under here, what we do. So meaning if you click the button, it will direct the web page to this page of the site. Okay, so I want to edit it. In Squarespace, you have a couple options, right? You can select content files, which means people click that will download a file. You can add a new file by uploading whatever file formats that you have on your computer. It could be a PDF, image file, a video file. External, meaning people click the Learn More button on your homepage. It gets redirected to another site, right? It could be google.com, for example. So do that, save it. So now if people were to click this button, it will go to Google. Yeah, so the rest of the sections is more or less the same. These are, they were built to make it very easy for users to change different content and stuff. So let's say if I were to change different sections, let's say if I want to add a picture underneath the homepage slider, I can go and click edit on the page content. Okay, got it. Yeah, this is cool that they show a little video tutorial. So Squarespace, the way that it works is they make it's called different elements. So you have like header text element, you have content text, body text element, you have picture element, and how it works is when you hover your mouse over, you'll be able to see these like black dots. Try to click on it. It gives you different elements to add. All right, so if you want to add a quote under this body text, you could do that. Carousel, grid, it's very self-explanatory, and I really suggest you guys try all of them out, just to see. And plus, Squarespace, all these platforms have pretty good support, and they have a community library out there. You can just, knowledge center. You can just check out, do a little digging yourself. That's the best, literally the best way to learn. So if I want to add a line here, there you go, a simple divider. So. Yeah, and let me just go back to the home navigation so I can show how you guys can do the commerce side. So Squarespace, on the commerce, it's the e-commerce basically. They provide pretty good, like a basic feature to start if you want to sell online. They have very fundamental inventory system where you can add a product. I'm not going to go too deep into that. Because e-commerce is very complex. You have shipping, taxes, and there's different shipping methods based on the location of the user and your actual store, and there's different tax calculations, county tax, state tax, a bunch of other stuff. So commerce would be a different topic, but just so you know, most of these like Weebly, Squarespace, or Wix, they do offer e-commerce services in case you need it. Setting, everything. So basically, let's say you have the website ready on Squarespace, you finish all the edits. The next thing you will want to do is to have your domain pointed to this website, right? So Squarespace, Wix, and Weebly, they are, like I said, all in one package. So they handle the hosting for you, meaning you just need to go to their website setting, domains, and configure. They have a pretty good tutorial here. You can just configure, put the information of your domain into these sections, and it will point. So basically, if I enter myfirstbusiness.com, it will link to this page that I just built. Okay, and so let's move on real quick to Weebly, so I can show you guys how it works as well. Here is the Weebly site. Click sign up. Let's do something. Okay, sign up. Cool. Again, selecting the theme. Remember what I just said? You wanted to pick a layout that you like, not the look and feel, because you're going to have your own photos and your own content. So out of these, feel free to pick one that you felt like it represents your branding the most. So let's do this one, but it looks pretty good. Even though it's for a coffee house, we can always change that, to different, customize it based on your business. Okay. And another thing I forgot to mention is most of these providers, they usually give you like a 14-day trial, so you guys can try it out, see which one you like the best, because they do have a slight difference on different elements that they offer, you know, different shortcodes and stuff like that. So cool. First thing, again, we were just going through the same progress. I think you guys should have a much better idea now, hopefully. So let's just use the subdomain of Weebly, so easy to get started. I'm going to put my first website, taken, my first website, 2016, taken. I'm just going to put 999. All right, my first biz web. Cool. All right, so here we go. Weebly is pretty much the same as Squarespace. They have the configuration on the top and on the side as well. You have different elements you can drag and drop to the page. So for example, some people prefer video background. In that case, you can scroll down over here, click on added background here. So Weebly actually don't offer a video background, but maybe there's I would check out the theme store and see if any of the theme has an existing video background. If there is, then that's definitely available. It's probably on the element out here. I'm not going to do too much digging, but let's say if I wanted to change the image, I think I just click edit, cancel. Background, change the image, replace. Upload a photo. Okay, there you go. Uploading photos, changing text, it's literally, I think anybody can do it fairly easily. Save. For Weebly, you have to be careful because sometimes some people after they finish editing this section, let's say my first biz website, okay. After you finish editing particular section, they will usually have a save or cancel on the top. Make sure you click them, otherwise none of the changes will apply. So here, these elements is very easy to change. And again, another tip is, let's say you look through the themes, you found that, hey, I actually really like this particular section, about us section in this theme, and I like the homepage for this another theme. You guys can easily convert them into one. How do you do that? Is you can build the website on one theme and try to mimic the other site on the other theme. You can open two stores. Most of these services allow you to do that. So that's pretty easy to do. Okay, so I hope so far you guys get a pretty good grasp of how to create a very basic site using Weebly and or Squarespace. Now I'm going to show you guys how to create a WordPress site. Okay, so here. This is a WordPress site that I just installed. The first thing different about WordPress is WordPress was originally built for bloggings. So it's built for bloggers to use. And WordPress sites do need its own hosting, meaning Squarespace, Weebly, those platforms, is all in one. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about server costs, whatever. You just pay them $12 or $15, $20 a month, then you can have the site and plus your domain. So the cost is pretty minimal. For WordPress, you do need a hosting, meaning you do need to go on, for example, let's say Namecheap again, or you can go to GoDaddy. Let's take a look at Namecheap real quick. So if you go to look at hosting, there's all sorts of different type of hosting, VPS, dedicated reseller. Just go with the share hosting. What it meant is it's a one big machine, a server, and they divided the server into, let's say, 1,000 different accounts. And we will be using one of the accounts. That's pretty much share hosting. Reseller, VPS, those are more higher tier. Basically, you own more space, and you can basically rent your space out to other people. That's how some hosting companies work. They buy a reseller, VPS, or dedicated server account, and then they rent out to other people, other businesses. So share hosting usually is very cheap. It's like this one Namecheap offers, the cheapest is $10 a year. It's less than $1 a month. So that's a really good deal. For GoDaddy, it's, let me see, let's go web hosting. Some of them have WordPress hosting. The differences is just like, it's mainly for WordPress. They help you install WordPress on there, make it available. It's not too much of a difference. So yeah, this one's $4 a month, which is what, $48, $50 a month. It's a little more pricey than Namecheap, but it's up to you. I would pick any of these, will work. So once you have the hosting, you bought the hosting, you can talk. Most of the hosting providers, you can feel free to call them or online live chat and tell them to help you install WordPress on there. It shouldn't take you more than an hour to do so. So let's say I have WordPress already. So here's the WordPress site. The biggest advantages of WordPress comparing to the 2-3 platforms that I just showed you is WordPress allows a lot of control. Right? I could do a lot of things on WordPress. I can change literally everything that I see on this screen. And another great thing about WordPress is it's fairly user-friendly. You know, you can also, they have a lot of plugins that you could do. You could download. Most of them are free as well. So what plugins means is think about it like, you have your website, right? If you want to have SEO service, if you want to have if you want your images to be compressed, meaning loads faster on your web page, you can download a plugin called image compression. And if you want your website to have a contact form, a different type of contact form, you can download a plugin called Contact Form 7. Right, these are, all these plugins are individual smaller piece, like smaller scripts that other developers built. And some of them is for sale, like some of them charges like $100 at one-time fee, some of them charge $10 a month. However, most of them are free. So that's a really good thing for WordPress is you have a lot of resources and usually it's one-click install. So if I want to add a contact form, a different slider on the homepage have different animations, I can download it and it's free. It takes me 10 minutes to do so. Anybody 10 minutes. So that's why I would recommend WordPress as a little bit more advanced website builder. However, you do need to allocate at least a couple hours a week, you know, just trying to learn this because it's never easy to build, you know, a good site. So here, let me just quickly walk through how WordPress works. WordPress main navigation is on the left-hand side, and again, because it was built for blogs initially, so that's why you have posts. Posts just means you can add a new post. That's the post is like a blog post. So whatever you add here is going to go onto the site. So let's say hello world, test. Publish. Okay, now that just meant I added a new post on the site here. If I refresh the screen, here, hello world, there. It's very easy. WordPress is like a very good framework, very easy. Media library, it's like where you store your photos, your pictures and whatnot. You can add new right there. Pages is basically all the web pages that you have on the site. Right now, when you first install WordPress, there's nothing in there. So that's why it's only a sample page. Comments is just like people commented. The comment system is pre-built on the WordPress site. So all your, when you have WordPress ready, people can already leave a comment without any extra programming done, so which is really cool. So now, another great thing about WordPress is they have tons of themes. WordPress literally have over 10,000 or more themes out there for different businesses. So let's say I want to create a real estate business. I will just go on Google and search Realtor WordPress theme. And here, I'll have real estate WordPress themes from Theme Forest. Let's try it out. So you can see how many results are there. But so all these themes, WordPress themes, are pre-built theme from other developers that they already, it's out there that's available for you. So let's say if I like this one, go and click it, look at the live preview. So this is one realtor theme out there. So this is how the website's going to look like if you pick this theme. And what it meant is you can go out there and find a theme that you like that matches your branding. And usually the theme costs anywhere from $10 to $100. It's really, you know, nothing comparing to your physical business cost. So I would, you know, if I like this one, I buy it. It comes with a file like this. Hold on one second. Just gonna close this one like this. After you purchase, it usually comes to a file like you could download it. They give you a file, so they download the file. Looks like, let's say this one. This is a theme that I just bought. So you double click it. It comes with the documentation and a zip file of the theme. So a zip file is a compressed files. Inside the zip file, there's like thousands of codes and stuff. Don't worry about that. As long as you have the documentations, make sure you open it up to your browser here. So I just basically go to my WordPress site. Okay, this is the documentation here. 99% of the theme out there, when you purchase, they give you a documentation. They teach you how to install it on your WordPress. So it's very, like I said, it's pretty much similar with Squarespace and Weebly. It's just a little more steps to set it up. Of course, because it comes with the benefits of more customization and flexibility. So I would just follow the steps here for the WordPress. Sometimes they do require a little edits in the code, like for example, this one. Don't freak out. You can always contact your support at the hosting company, and they'll be more than happy to help you configure these easily. So let me just show you guys how to install a theme. Here, I'll go to the back end. Okay, go to Appearance Themes, and I'll add a new theme. So upload theme, you can just, I'm not going to go through the entire document. These are pretty straightforward, you know, most of them. You can just go through the themes, and they tell you how do you import demo content. What is demo content? For example, this is the theme that I just saw, right? These are demo content, the pictures, the text, the content. So if you were to look at the tutorials that the documentations that comes with the package, you can always see they teach you how to download the demo content automatically. So once you finish the document, you will have exactly duplicate of the site that you just saw. And then your job from there is just, you know, we change the text, we change the photos. It's very easy. And so if you guys want more customization, let's say, hey, I wanted to add a video on the homepage, I wanted to add a price table, you know, I wanted to charge my customers right there. Maybe not e-commerce, maybe I want to charge people $100 per hour to talk to me, and they can do a scheduling on my WordPress site. You could do that by downloading a new plugin. But if you don't have too much time to spend, you want to find a developer, you can go on to Upwork, which is a very easy to use. It's basically like a freelancer community online over the world. You can find developers overseas. Some of them starts at $5 per hour. Some of them could go up to $100 an hour. Depends on what kind of quality you're looking for. So if you have questions about WordPress and stuff, I would suggest going on this platform and just find someone out there to help you to get started. If not, then on YouTube, there's plenty of WordPress tutorials teaching you how to install WordPress or even Squarespace and whatnot. So yeah, I hope the lesson so far helps you guys, and thank you for watching.